Never be emotionally attached to clients. When you clock out, tell your mind to also walk out. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets. Weekend edition. Going to give you a tip today, which is to never get emotionally invested with clients. You should be empirically invested. Your job is as loyal as the work you do, and you should be as loyal as the paycheck. It goes both ways. It's Quid Pro to start with, but first let's talk about this channel. This channel is dedicated to giving you tips, tricks, and techniques and traps to help you be successfully self-employed. So that you can leave your job that you hate. It's been estimated that 80% of people hate their jobs. Okay, and on this episode, I'm going to show you how to never get emotionally invested in clients. Okay, because it's a trap. This is a tip and a trap. Okay, a potential trap to avoid. Okay, and the first reason why you should never really emotionally invest in the clients is that it'll never be reciprocated. Okay, no matter how much energy you put in, they'll never match it. No matter how many sleepless nights you have over, did I do something right? Did I do too much? Or did I do too little? They're not your employer's not staying up all night thinking about you. Okay, and that leads to the next point: is that every minute you spend becoming emotionally invested outside of the job, you want to be empirically invested. Be as invested as your results allow or need. Okay, and to do this, you got to be reasonably ruthless. Okay. So not only is it not going to be reciprocated, it's free labor, and it takes away from what you could be giving to clients. Okay, your clients are paying for your energy and your expertise. Okay, they're paying for your resource allocation, your energy allocation. So you've got to be greedy about it. Okay, and there will be clients sometimes where they try to suck everything from you and give very little. You will learn that a lot of clients you work with are energy vampires. They want more and more and more, want to give less and less and less. They're greedy. So I ask you to do all these things, and you're gonna have to be like, hey, I'm gonna have to charge more for this. Okay, but be very careful getting emotionally attached, getting emotionally invested, because it sets you up for failure. You know, a lot of people get really mad at their employers when they get let go. You gotta understand there's a shelf life with every client. I've never worked with a client longer than probably 3 or 4 years. So I'm not gonna, I understand that the time I have with them is valuable. Do the best job you possibly can when you're doing your job, but after that, just let your mind be. If you're there for 2 hours, don't be spending 3 hours thinking about it, because they don't care, and they'll cut you. As I said before, your employer's only as loyal as the work you do, and you should be only as loyal as your paycheck. And if you want to give a little bit, I'm all for giving more. You know, I'm all for do what you're supposed to do, and then 10 plus percent, go ahead and do that. But after 11%, 12%, just stop. You've already given your extra. They're not giving you extra money. Okay, when you have a lot of clients to think about, you've got to be stingy with your energy, because you can get depleted. The thing about being self-employed, this is really about, if you notice, almost every video is about either creating more energy or conserving your energy. Okay, and then this one, in a sense, is conserving it. Is that, hey, follow this trick. This trick is don't get emotionally attached. What you do is that when you clock out, tell your mind to walk out. If you go in from 3 to 5 o'clock, your mind is completely attached from 3 to 5 o'clock. You're conditionally attached. Okay? Instead of just being just coercively attached emotionally, to where you have to open yourself up, and you do have to emotionally invest a little bit, but don't emotionally invest outside the time that you're with them, because you've got to give justice to everybody you work with. Okay, just keep that in mind as you're working. Is that, am I getting emotionally attached? A sign you're getting emotionally attached is that, how often do you think about your job outside of work? Honestly, when I go home, I don't think about the people I work with. I'm just it'll be peripheral. It won't be the priority of what I'm thinking about. You want to get to the point where you just go home and you don't even think about them at all. If you walk by or drive by, you're not thinking about them, you're just living your life, because guess what? They're not thinking about you. They're thinking how to get the most out of you, and you should be a bit more benevolent than them. You should think to yourself, okay, how can I give? I'm not saying don't be generous. I'm saying to be smart and be wise, because there are people take advantage of you if you allow them to. And I've had it happen. I used to give free consultations. I wouldn't give free consultations either, because what people don't pay for, they don't value. And that's one thing that I've learned. So just keep that in mind. Protect your energy really at all costs. And the more they pay, the more you give. Okay, so keep that in mind to be successfully, sustainably, succinctly self-employed. You got to be efficient. Be efficient with your energy. You got to be efficient with your money. You got to be efficient with your words. Okay, it's hard. This is why this channel exists, to make it a bit easier for you. Don't get emotionally attached. Don't fall into that trap. And take this tip: is that when you clock out, your mind needs to also walk out. Okay, bye.